Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today's story is about a truly remarkable piece of American coinage history, the United States of America Connecticut 1999 state quarter dollar. This coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but trust me, the secrets hidden within it could turn an everyday quarter into a small fortune. So sit back, listen carefully, and enjoy this exciting journey into the history, rarity, and value of this extraordinary coin. The Connecticut State Quarter was released in 1999 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program by the U.S. Mint. This program became one of the most popular coin series in American history, running from 1999 to 2008. Each state quarter was designed to showcase unique history, culture, or natural beauty from one of the 50 states, and the Connecticut coin proudly represented the Constitution state. What makes the Connecticut quarter so iconic is its beautiful reverse design. The reverse features the charter oak, one of the most famous and historic trees in American history. According to legend, in 1687, Connecticut colonists hid their royal charter inside this massive oak tree to prevent the British from seizing it. That act of defiance became a symbol of freedom and independence, deeply ingrained in Connecticut's heritage. The intricate engraving of the charter oak on the coin is stunning. Detailed branches, widespread limbs, and a powerful reminder of resilience and liberty. For coin collectors, this imagery alone makes the Connecticut quarter one of the most visually striking pieces in the state quarter series. On the obverse side, as with all state quarters, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, first introduced in 1932. But for the state quarter program, this design was slightly modified by sculptor William Cousins. Together, the bold obverse and symbolic reverse made the Connecticut quarter a true collectible from the very first day it entered circulation. Now let's talk about rarity and why this particular state quarter can be worth far more than its face value. Millions of Connecticut quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and many were released directly into circulation. That means most of them ended up jangling in pockets, tossed into jars, or spent at grocery stores. Over time, countless coins became scratched, worn, or heavily used. However, in the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that has survived more than 2 decades in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is extremely rare, and when it comes to state quarters, such pristine examples can command eye-popping values. But rarity doesn't stop there. Certain minting errors make some 1999 Connecticut quarters far more valuable than their standard counterparts. For example, there are quarters with double die errors, where parts of the design, like the branches of the charter oak or the inscriptions, appear doubled. There are also off-center strikes, where the coin's design is misaligned, giving it a unique, unusual appearance. Some collectors have even reported broad strike errors, where the rim is missing and the design spreads further than normal. These minting mistakes may seem like flaws, but in the eyes of collectors, they transform an ordinary quarter into a rare and highly sought-after piece. Imagine having a Connecticut quarter with one of these errors in perfect condition. It would no longer just be a state quarter. It would be a one-of-a-kind treasure. That's why coin enthusiasts and professional collectors are constantly on the lookout for these unusual examples, scouring coin rolls, estate sales, and old collections. Another fascinating aspect of the Connecticut quarter is its popularity among collectors both in the United States and abroad. The 50 State Quarters program sparked an unprecedented interest in coin collecting, bringing millions of new hobbyists into the fold. Connecticut, being one of the very first 5 quarters released in 1999, has a special place in that history. Coins from the early years of the program are often more desirable because they marked the beginning of this new era in U.S. coinage. For many collectors, owning a Connecticut quarter, especially one in flawless condition or with a rare error, is like owning a piece of history from the dawn of a cultural phenomenon. When it comes to value, the combination of rarity, condition, and error types all play a role in determining how much a Connecticut quarter can be worth. Common circulated examples may only be worth face value, but pristine uncirculated coins already fetch strong premiums among collectors. Add in a dramatic minting error, and the value skyrockets. Now here's the part you've been waiting for, the jaw-dropping value reveal. If you happen to come across a 1999 Connecticut state quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, or even better, one that features a rare minting error such as a double die or off-center strike, it could be worth as much as $86,000. That's right, $86,000 for a single quarter that most people wouldn't look at twice when paying for their morning coffee. It's an incredible reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight, right in your change jar or wallet.so. My fellow treasure hunters, the next time you come across a 1999 Connecticut state quarter, don't just spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look. Examine the charter oak design, check for doubling, inspect the strike quality, and carefully evaluate its condition. Because if you find the right one, you might just be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about history, art, and discovery. The Connecticut quarter embodies all of these things: the story of independence, the beauty of American engraving, and the thrill of finding something rare where you least expect it. Top 2, we take a deep dive into the United States of America Arkansas 2003 state quarter dollar. This coin, part of the historic 50 state quarters program, is not just another piece of change. Behind its detailed design and hidden rarities lies a treasure that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. So listen carefully and enjoy this video, because the secrets of this coin might just surprise you. The Arkansas quarter was released in 2003, representing the 25th coin in the U.S. Mint's wildly popular 50 state quarters program. This program, which began in 1999 and continued until 2008, issued a unique quarter for each state, celebrating its history, culture, and heritage. For Arkansas, the chosen design beautifully captured the spirit of the state, its natural beauty, rich resources, and deep connection to the land and water. The reverse of the Arkansas quarter is striking and symbolic. It features a majestic diamond in the center, representing Arkansas's status as home to the only diamond mine in North America, located at Crater of Diamonds State Park. Surrounding the diamond is a mallard duck gracefully flying over the water, symbolizing the abundant wildlife and natural beauty of the state. Behind it all, you see tall stalks of rice, one of Arkansas's most important crops and a vital part of the state's economy. Together, these elements showcase the diversity and richness of Arkansas, the natural resources, the wildlife, and the agricultural strength on the obverse. As with all state quarters, you'll find the familiar image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and later modified by William Cousins for the series. The combination of Washington's portrait with the unique state reverse design makes the Arkansas quarter both historically grounded and visually distinctive. But what makes the 2003 Arkansas quarter so valuable for collectors is not just the design. It's the rarity and the special characteristics that set some of these coins apart. While millions of Arkansas quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, the sheer number alone does not guarantee value. In fact, most of the coins circulated heavily, ending up scratched, worn, and tossed into pockets, vending machines, and cash drawers. Those heavily used examples are worth only face value. However, the story changes dramatically when we look at coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Collectors place a huge premium on coins that have never been used in everyday transactions. A flawless Arkansas quarter with sharp details, no scratches, and perfect luster can fetch a high price in the collector's market. These near-perfect examples are far harder to find than you might imagine, especially considering it has been over 2 decades since the coin's release. Adding to the excitement are the rare minting errors that some Arkansas quarters display. Error coins are the hidden treasures of coin collecting. They are created unintentionally during the minting process, but instead of being rejected, some slip into circulation. Among Arkansas quarters, collectors have reported double die errors, where parts of the design, like the rice stalks or the lettering, appear doubled. There are also off-center strikes, where the entire design is misaligned, giving the coin an unusual and eye-catching look. Some error coins show broad strikes, where the rim disappears and the design stretches further than normal. Even small differences, like variations in die polishing or striking pressure, can create unique pieces that collectors love. These error coins are one of a kind. No two are exactly alike, and that uniqueness gives them incredible appeal in the collecting world. A collector who finds a flawless Arkansas quarter with a dramatic error has something truly special, something far rarer than a standard issue coin. What also makes the Arkansas quarter fascinating is its place in the overall 50-state quarters program. By 2003, the program was in full swing, and millions of Americans had caught coin collecting fever. People were saving quarters from their change, searching through coin rolls, and buying collector sets directly from the mint. Arkansas, with its beautiful design and symbolism, quickly became a favorite. Collectors who focus on completing all 50 states often pay extra attention to coins from the middle of the series, and Arkansas stands out as one of the most iconic. Now let's talk about the big question: value. While ordinary circulated Arkansas quarters are only worth 25 cents, the story is entirely different for high-grade uncirculated coins and rare minting errors. A pristine example, free from scratches and marks, can already sell for impressive premiums. But combine uncirculated condition with a striking minting error, and you're looking at serious money. And now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value reveal. If you happen to own a 2003 Arkansas State quarter dollar in flawless, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one that carries a rare and dramatic minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. $83,000 for a single Arkansas quarter that most people would overlook as everyday change. It's almost unbelievable, but that's the magic of coin collecting. What seems ordinary at first glance can turn out to be an extraordinary treasure. So, my fellow collectors and treasure hunters, don't underestimate the coins in your pocket or change jar. Take a close look at your 2003 Arkansas quarters. Check for errors, study the details of the design, and most importantly, examine their condition. Because one small coin could hold a value beyond your wildest imagination. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It's a journey into history, design, and hidden treasures. The Arkansas quarter tells the story of a state rich in natural resources and beauty, while also offering collectors the thrill of the hunt for something rare and valuable. Top 3. We're heading to the deep south of the United States to explore a fascinating coin that not only celebrates one of America's most culturally rich states, but also carries with it the potential to be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the United States of America State quarter dollar Louisiana 2002. At first glance, this coin might look like an ordinary quarter you'd get in your change, but hidden within its history, design, and rare minting variations is the chance for something extraordinary. So listen very carefully, enjoy this journey, and by the end, you'll discover how this coin could be worth far more than 25 cents. The Louisiana State quarter was released in 2002 as part of the U.S. Mint's wildly popular 50 state quarters program. This program ran from 1999 to 2008, and it became one of the most collected and beloved coin series in American history. Each state quarter told a story, highlighting history, landmarks, and culture unique to that state. Louisiana's design is particularly special because it tells a layered story of music, history, and tradition. On the reverse side of the coin, Louisiana proudly displays an outline of the state itself along with a musical trumpet, symbolizing the deep connection between Louisiana and jazz music. Jazz was born in New Orleans, and the trumpet on the coin pays tribute to this world-changing cultural contribution. In addition to that, the design includes the famous Louisiana Purchase of 1803, represented by the inscription and imagery of the territory's transfer, reminding collectors of one of the most significant land acquisitions in U.S. history. With these elements combined, the Louisiana quarter is not just money. It's a snapshot of American history, culture, and artistry. The obverse, as with all state quarters, features the portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan and modified for this series by William Cousins. Together, the obverse and reverse make the Louisiana State quarter a piece that stands out both visually and historically. Now let's dive into what makes this coin so intriguing for collectors. The Louisiana quarter was minted in large numbers at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While millions of examples entered circulation, the vast majority were used in everyday life. spent in shops, carried in pockets, and tossed into jars. Over time, most of these coins became scratched, dinged, or worn down. In coin collecting, condition is everything, and coins that have been heavily circulated rarely hold much value beyond their face amount. But here's where things get interesting. Coins that have survived since 2002 in pristine, uncirculated condition are far rarer than most people realize. A Louisiana quarter with sharp details, clean surfaces, and brilliant luster is already a collectible item. Collectors will pay significant premiums for coins that look as if they just left the mint. Even more exciting are the rare minting errors and varieties that can turn an ordinary Louisiana quarter into something truly valuable. Error coins are like accidental treasures, created by mistakes during the minting process. For the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter, collectors have reported examples with dramatic off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was not struck correctly. Others show double die errors, where details like the trumpet, lettering, or state outline appear doubled, giving the coin a striking and unusual look. Broad strike errors, missing cladding, and even die cracks have also been spotted. Each of these errors makes the coin unique, and because they are so rare, collectors compete fiercely to own them. Imagine holding a Louisiana quarter with a perfect double die on the trumpet design or a major off-center strike. Suddenly, that 25-cent piece is no longer just spare change. It becomes a prized possession, one of a kind, and capable of commanding a remarkable price on the open market. Another factor that adds to the allure of the Louisiana quarter is its cultural significance. The design captures music, history, and the essence of Louisiana's heritage. Collectors around the world are drawn to coins that not only have rarity, but also tell a compelling story. The Louisiana quarter does exactly that. It speaks of jazz, of one of the greatest land deals in history, and of the state's vibrant identity. That emotional and cultural connection adds to its overall appeal and value. Now let's talk numbers. Ordinary Louisiana quarters found in circulation are worth only face value. High-grade, uncirculated coins already fetch good money among collectors. Add in the drama of a minting error, like a double die, off-center strike, or missing design feature, and the value skyrockets. Error coins in particular are highly desirable because no two are alike, making them unique artifacts in the world of numismatics. And now, for the part you've been waiting for, the big reveal. If you happen to own a Louisiana State quarter dollar from 2002 in flawless uncirculated condition, or even more impressively, one with a rare and dramatic minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. $80,000 for a single Louisiana quarter that might be hiding in a coin roll, a jar of loose change, or even sitting forgotten in your collection. It's incredible to think that something so small could hold such value. But that is the beauty of coin collecting.so, my fellow treasure hunters. The next time you come across a 2002 Louisiana quarter, take a careful look. Check the surfaces, study the details, and look for unusual errors. You never know. You might be holding a piece of American history worth far more than its face value. Coin collecting is about discovery, passion, and the thrill of finding something extraordinary where others see only the ordinary. The Louisiana quarter is a perfect example of how history, culture, and rarity can come together in one small piece of metal to create something truly priceless. We're heading to the Pacific Ocean to explore one of the most interesting and unique coins in the state quarters and territorial quarters series, the United States of America Guam 2009 quarter dollar. At first glance, it may look like just another quarter, but don't let its ordinary appearance fool you. This coin carries deep cultural meaning, historical significance, and, for the lucky few, the potential to be worth a small fortune. So listen carefully, enjoy this journey, and let's uncover what makes this coin such a rare and desirable treasure for collectors. The Guam quarter was released in 2009 as part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters Program. This program followed the famous 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and became one of the most successful coin series in U.S. history. In 2009, the Mint extended the concept by honoring 6 additional areas of the United States: the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. Guam's quarter was the third in the series, and it stands out because it celebrates both American history and the unique cultural identity of the island. On the reverse of the Guam quarter, the design tells a powerful story. It features an outline of the island of Guam, showing its geographic shape. Next to the outline is a flying prow, a traditional sailing vessel used by the Chamorro people of Guam for centuries. This boat represents not only the rich seafaring heritage of the island, but also the resilience and innovation of its people. To the side of the design, you'll find the latte stone, another important cultural symbol of Guam. These large stone pillars, used as the foundations for ancient Chamorro houses, stand as a symbol of strength, stability, and connection to heritage. Together, these three elements, the island outline, the sailing prow, and the latte stone, tell the story of Guam's past, present, and enduring cultural identity. On the obverse, you'll find the traditional portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, designed by John Flanagan and later adapted for the quarter series. This classic obverse combined with the unique and meaningful reverse makes the Guam quarter one of the most distinctive in the entire U.S. territory set. Now let's move into what makes this coin particularly exciting for collectors: rarity and condition. While millions of Guam quarters were minted, the vast majority were circulated. That means they ended up in pockets, cash registers, and change jars, suffering scratches, dents, and heavy wear over time. In the world of numismatics, condition is everything. A Guam quarter that has been in circulation for years will likely only be worth its face value. But coins that survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are much harder to find. Those brilliant examples, with sharp details and glowing luster, are highly prized among collectors. Beyond condition, what really drives up the value of the Guam quarter are the minting errors. Errors occur when something goes wrong during the striking process, and instead of being discarded, some of these flawed coins escape into circulation. Collectors love error coins because they are unique and much scarcer than normal issues. For the 2009 Guam quarter, there have been reports of off-center strikes, double die errors on the lettering and designs, broad strike errors without rims, and even coins struck on defective planchets. Each of these mistakes turns an ordinary Guam quarter into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Imagine holding a Guam quarter with a perfectly visible double die on the outline of the island or a dramatic off-center strike where part of the design is missing. These types of coins are considered treasures in the numismatic community because they combine rarity, history, and uniqueness all in one small piece. The fact that Guam's quarter was only minted for a limited time in 2009 adds even more to its appeal, since no new examples will ever be produced. Another reason collectors are drawn to the Guam quarter is its place in American history. As a U.S. territory, Guam has a unique relationship with the United States, and the quarter serves as both a piece of currency and a symbol of that connection. It tells the story of the island's culture, its people, and its importance as part of the American family. For collectors who seek not just coins but stories, the Guam quarter is an absolute gem. Now, let's talk about value. Ordinary circulated Guam quarters may only be worth 25 cents, but the real treasures are those coins in flawless, uncirculated condition or those carrying rare minting errors. Collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices for examples that stand out from the crowd. The rarer the error, the higher the value climbs. And when you combine rarity with pristine condition, the results can be jaw-dropping. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. If you are lucky enough to own a Guam State quarter dollar from 2009 in perfect, uncirculated condition, or one that carries a dramatic minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $78,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $78,000 for a single quarter that many people might overlook in their spare change. That is the thrill of coin collecting. Discovering a hidden treasure in something as ordinary as pocket change and realizing it carries a value beyond imagination. So, my fellow coin enthusiasts, the next time you come across a 2009 Guam quarter, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, study the details, and check for errors. You might just be holding a coin that could change your life. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It's a passion that connects us with history, culture, and hidden stories waiting to be discovered. The Guam quarter perfectly represents all of this. a celebration of heritage, a rare collectible, and potentially a life-changing find. Top 5, we're traveling to the land of Lincoln to explore a very special coin. The United States of America, Illinois, 2003 state quarter dollar. This is more than just a piece of currency. It's a work of art, a piece of history. And for the lucky few, it can be worth far more than 25 cents. Listen carefully and enjoy this video, because by the end, you'll discover how this coin can be worth an astonishing amount of money. The Illinois State Quarter was released in 2003 as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, was one of the most successful coin releases in U.S. history, sparking millions of new collectors to join the hobby. Illinois was the 21st state admitted to the Union, and its quarter was designed to honor not only the state itself, but also one of its most important figures, Abraham Lincoln. On the reverse of the Illinois quarter, the design is packed with symbolism. At the center, you'll find a young Abraham Lincoln, standing proudly and representing the state's deep connection to the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln's journey from humble beginnings in Illinois to becoming one of the most influential leaders in history is a powerful part of America's story, and this coin celebrates that legacy. Behind Lincoln, you see the outline of the state of Illinois, making it instantly recognizable. Surrounding the state are 21 stars, symbolizing Illinois as the 21st state to join the Union. Alongside Lincoln and the state outline, there's also farmland with a barn and a silo, representing Illinois' strong agricultural heritage, and the Chicago skyline in the background, showing the state's progress and modern strength. Together, these elements paint a complete picture of Illinois as both rooted in tradition and looking toward the future. On the obverse of the coin is the familiar portrait of George Washington, first designed by John Flanagan and modified by William Cousins for the State Quarters program. The combination of Washington's image on the front and Lincoln on the back makes this coin particularly powerful, as it connects two of the greatest leaders in U.S. history. But now let's talk about what makes the Illinois quarter so attractive to collectors. Millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and many went directly into circulation. That means the majority were used daily, passed through vending machines, pockets, and cash registers, leaving behind scratches, dings, and heavy wear. In coin collecting, condition is key. Coins that are worn down rarely hold much value, no matter how historic they are. However, those Illinois quarters that have survived the years in pristine, uncirculated condition are far rarer than people realize. These coins, with their bright luster, sharp details, and perfect surfaces, are highly prized by collectors. An uncirculated Illinois quarter can already be worth much more than face value, but the real treasures are the error coins. Minting errors make certain Illinois quarters far more valuable than standard issues. Some of the most exciting errors include double die strikes, where the lettering, Lincoln's image, or even parts of the state outline appear doubled. There are also off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably misaligned. Other errors include broad strikes without a proper rim or coins struck on defective planchets, which can create unusual colors, incomplete designs, or even missing layers of metal. Each of these errors makes a coin unique, and collectors will pay extraordinary amounts for them. Think about it. An Illinois quarter with a dramatic double die on Lincoln's image or a striking off-center design would be incredibly rare. That kind of coin is no longer just a quarter. It's a one-of-a-kind collectible, a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Another factor that adds to the Illinois quarter's appeal is the story it tells. For many collectors, it's not just about rarity or condition. It's about the connection to history. This coin honors Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, while also representing the progress of Illinois through its farmland and city skyline. That combination of meaning and artistry makes it especially attractive to collectors who value history as much as rarity. By 2003, the State Quarters program was already a massive success, with millions of Americans actively saving coins. But coins from the middle of the program, like Illinois, often stand out because they carried designs with incredible detail and historical importance. This ensures that the Illinois quarter continues to attract attention among collectors even today. Now let's turn to the big question: value. Ordinary circulated Illinois quarters are worth only 25 cents. But an Illinois quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition already commands significant premiums. And when you add in the rarity of a minting error, the value can climb into the thousands. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the jaw-dropping value reveal. If you happen to own a 2003 Illinois state quarter dollar in flawless, uncirculated condition, or one that carries a rare and dramatic minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $76,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $76,000 for a single quarter that most people would overlook in their change. That's the incredible world of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and condition combine to create treasures hidden in plain sight. So, my fellow treasure hunters, the next time you come across an Illinois state quarter from 2003, don't just spend it without a thought. Take a closer look. Check the details of Lincoln's portrait, study the lettering for doubling, and inspect the strike for unusual errors. You might be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Coin collecting is about more than money. It's about discovery, passion, and connection to history. The Illinois quarter captures all of this, celebrating Lincoln, agriculture, industry, and the progress of a state that has played a huge role in shaping America. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep exploring the hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Thanks for watching, happy collecting, and remember, your next great find could be closer than you think.